Hello, word nerds! Happy Sunday and welcome to, I guess this is our first Nerd In of 2024. So we are here to get some things done, maybe some writing, maybe some crafting, maybe some reading, whatever it is that has been kind of nagging at you to get finished or that you've been dying to work on. Either way sounds fantastic. Let us know in the comments what it is you're going to be jumping into, and we will do the same. So, Kyra, what are you getting up to?
I have a beta read for a friend that I'm going to try and make some progress on. I've read the first 3 or 4 chapters and it was super good so far. I don't think I've said a single constructive thing. It's fun to read, but I hope to make a little progress
on that. And Megan?
I'm working on revisions for a fantasy project. So it's going pretty well.
Kayla, what are you getting up to?
I'm going to write more plotting. So I'm working on my nano project that I did. It was the first time I ever did nano and didn't plot anything. And now that I'm going back through everything that I had written, I realized I had written too much plot for one solid story. So I'm trying to break it up to see what it looks like. But I'm hoping to get something more cohesive down in terms of continuity so that I can actually start writing again.
Nice. Exciting. It's very.
Did Kelly's audio cut out for everyone or just me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't hear it either.
There will be no discussion of what you're working on.
There will be no explanation, only reputation.
Yes. Oh.
Better.
Hey, Kelly's back.
She's back. Oh no.
I have no idea what I was going to say. I think I was just impressed that you chaos nanoed and it turned into the best writing you've had in a good long while. So.
Chaos always wins.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to be just doing kind of bullet journal, brain dump for whatever I need to get done next week kind of thing. That is my plan. Hello to everyone in the comments who's joining us. We did jump in earlier than expected, only marginally late today. So if you're just getting
I like that we noticed we were all online and in the chat 5 minutes before we were supposed to go live, and we were like, we could go live on time, and we just didn't.
Just 1 minute.
We didn't want to upset our regulars who would probably be concerned about
set a precedent we just can't maintain.
Yeah, you know how you don't want to set goals for the new year that aren't sustainable, Yeah. It's 2024, but we're still going to be 1 minute late.
Minimum. It only gets worse from here.
Oh, Nicole, I want to tell you, I'm halfway through the book you recommended. Good Girls Don't Die.
Yes.
I actually had a really good reading week. I read Emily Wilde's something Berries and loved it. I can't remember the title of it, but it was one of my favorite reads of a good long while. And I read House of Bones, and I'm halfway through Good Girls Don't Die, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't think it's quite what I expected it to be, but it's really well written, and it's I like the mystery kind of intertwined with the horror vibes. So, very exciting.
You've read so much this year already. That's more than a book a week.
Yes. I'm trying, if I keep this up, by next month, I'll have read more than I read last year, but I'm trying not to get ahead of myself.
Just enjoy it.
Yes. If I don't get a Snowpocalypse tomorrow, I will probably finish that because I'm listening to the audiobook, and so the car ride would definitely let me finish it, but I don't know if I'm leaving the house tomorrow because all of the snow that's been threatening for a while seems to be finally arriving.
I've heard of snow.
It's not awful.
Isn't it?
Trying to think of what you have that is equally fun.
I live in Maryland where you get an inch of snow and it literally shuts down the entire county. Everything closes, toilet paper off the shelves. It is pre-COVID all over again. It's ridiculous. And they're calling for 2 to 3 inches on Tuesday. So we'll see how crazy it gets here.
There is a rumor that parts of Florida are going to get snow flurries this week. So I don't think it's me, but there might be some somewhere in this state.
Yep, everything good and normal there. Snow in Florida.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. I think
I'm sure it's not unheard of, but
it's not unheard of. Yeah. It's pretty rare that snow will stick. I remember growing up, it was like, and in 1989, snow stuck in Gainesville, and it was there for 10 minutes or something.
When I was living in Arizona, I was like living up north in the mountains where we actually did get snow, but we had like one weekend where we got so much snow that I had like 4 feet of snow on my car on top. And it's like, that is what it is. Like, I don't think you even get that off. No. And I like had to drive down to Phoenix that weekend, and I had so much snow on top of my car that after driving 2 hours down to Phoenix, I still had snow on my car. And I just had like this weird moment where it's like 70 degrees in Phoenix. Like, it's not warm for them, but it's still like warm. And I just I'm looking at this pile of snow that I have transported to Phoenix, Arizona, that it like hasn't instantly melted. It was really weird.
It's so hard.
That's funny. Anyone else read or watch anything fun? Can't imagine, Megan, you've had a ton of free time.
I watched the Pokemon Concierge show today with my son. It's like a stop motion. There's 4 episodes, and this like young woman goes to an island resort where the whole purpose of the job is just to make the Pokemon happy. And it was really cute because she comes from like corporate life, and she's so stressed about doing a good job, and everyone there is so kind, and it's just like, all we want is for you to have a good time and make sure the Pokemon are having a good time. And it was really cute. And it was like an hour total for all 4 episodes.
What's that on? Because that sounds really adorable.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I really liked it.
I will check that out when I'm on after school duty with my nephew this week. So.
Yeah, my son is really into playing Hotel right now, and he also loves Pokemon. So it was the perfect intersection of his interests.
I've not been watching anything. But I did just finish reading The Do's and Donuts of Love, which was pretty cute. A little rom-com with some like Great British Bake Off vibes.
That sounds adorable.
Yes.
I almost started, because I rewatched last night Crazy Rich Asians, which is like a romance movie I really like. I've always wanted to read the book. I started reading the book last night because I've had it forever, but it's like so much like the movie. I'm like, I should wait. Like, I'm not going to enjoy this right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've read that one, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and I really liked it. But I
mostly want to get to like the sequels.
Yeah.
But I still want to have read the first book first, because I'm sure there's more details there, like especially about characters we're going to follow up with. So I'll wait. But I was feeling like, oh, this feels like shot for shot of the movie. I maybe won't be that inclined to finish. So one day.
Yeah. I want to say there were some changes with like side characters' trajectories, like small ones. But yeah, other than that, I think it was a pretty faithful adaptation.
Yeah. Looks like a sequel is still coming. It's just, it was coming before COVID and then before the writer's strike, and it's just a long and windy one day.
I've been trying to rack my brain thinking if I read anything this year so far. I did a lot of reading in December, but you said that you were reading a book that was so much like the movie, and it reminded me that I've been reading a crap ton of manga and watching anime, and I feel like I'm like a decade too late to jump on the train, but like that's all my TikTok feed is right now, is just like anime stuff. So that's where my brain's been for like the past 2 months.
I love how into it you are. It seems to be pulling you aggressively back into stories. And
it is, yes, absolutely. Thankful to Charlie though. She's the one that got me into My Hero Academia. But then I jumped to like, that's like one of the like fluffiest, like easygoing animes. And then I saw on TikTok that people were like also jumping to like this other one called Jujutsu Kaisen, and it is terrible compared to My Hero. Like it's so much darker and just, it's good though. The plot's really good. It's more horror, I guess, based, but the manga is all pretty much shot for shot for like the episodes. But I also want to read like past what's already out. So we've been like tearing out like all the manga, and new episodes, new chapters come out like every like Sunday, I think, here. And it's fun because Charlie's reading it too. So it's like, it's getting us back into like that whole like craze mindset. And now Twilight's blowing up everywhere again. So all my, friends are talking about Twilight. So I'm like, do I reread Twilight or do I just kind of like let it go?
Do it. Do it.
I have tried. I have been unsuccessful. Just like you're always going to hit a scene and be like, oh, this is a lot.
I was able to get through all of Twilight again, and had a great time because I knew going in what it was going to be. Yeah. And then I was like, let's keep this party going. This was maybe 5 years ago. Had a great time, just slammed to a stop the second we were in Jacob's POV in the last one. It's like, and I'm good. Yeah. That's enough for me.
See, but that's the good thing. Like, you don't have to finish it.
I know
how it ends. But as long as like I get to like the bulk of it again, I think I want to try reading Midnight Sun because I never actually read it. But I don't know. We'll see.
I kind of remember liking Jacob's POV.
Really?
I think I did at the time.
Well, yeah, and I have not touched it since I was like a YA reading Twilight for the first time. I did also fairly recently find a review I wrote of Twilight in my high school newspaper. And which this is a funny thing because I know I read all 4 of them. I ripped it to shreds in this review. There was like some internalized misogyny in there. Like, I was like, okay. The problems I would have with it now, I don't think are
different.
Are different, but
yeah. I think. Oh, you know what it was? It wasn't even that long ago. It was like 4 years ago because I reread it in preparation to write my vampire book. I read a bunch of vampire books that year. And yeah, I feel like if you read it just knowing what it is going in and being like, maybe I'll donate to some organizations after this. Like, it goes quick at least. The writing is meant to be read quickly or not at all.
I'm still trying to find the time or headspace to reread The Hunger Games and cross that bridge first. Go from there.
I tried and I got, I think, 9 chapters in, and then I set it down for a minute. Not because I wasn't having a good time, but because I needed to be reading a lot faster than I was reading it if I wanted to hit my Goodreads goal.
I don't know if I want to dive back into that. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, I want to keep the memories that I have of it from when I read it the first time. I don't know if I want to revisit that necessarily. I do want to read the newest one. Ben read it and he said it was okay.
Yeah, Emma liked it as well, and she had said that like there really were a lot of like tiebacks to the original series and stuff, which is why I wanted to reread it. Of like the details aren't fresh enough in my mind that I would appreciate it in reading a new one. Problem for a different day.
Hi everyone, welcome. Thanks for letting us know what you're working on if you've let us know. This seems like a natural point where we're probably going to slip into starting to do things. So just a reminder that at write-ins, we do sprints, but nerd-ins, we kind of just dip in and out of productivity.
I am pro a pirate comic, though. Just want to throw that out there. That sounds fun.
I am as well.
Megan, sorry for your loss.
Listen, I haven't brought it up yet, but I'm so glad you know. Yes, I have a lot of feelings about that for another time.
I did start watching it though. I got two episodes in so far, and I'm like, I get it. I get it already. So
I am very active in Renew as a Crew. Definitely go sign the petition if you haven't yet. There is a chance it will get picked up someplace else, but it's going to be a long road. So
I clicked it from Rachel posted it as well, and like it was like, this isn't available in Canada. I'm like, this.
What?
I mean, Rachel had shared it, so I think it must be fine. I don't know.
Weird.
I haven't gone back to it because it was on my phone. I assume it was just some like weird glitchy thing.
Yeah.
I feel like Canadians sign petitions, right?
Yeah. I feel like I would have seen online if Canadians were like, hey, I can't sign this.
No.
But yeah.
Sign the thing.
Yeah, sign the petition. There's other ways you can get involved too. And we're going to keep going.
we're about coming up on an hour.
Way to go, us.
Great.
You always know it's been a productive one when it's been like dead silent for half an hour.
How'd everybody do?
I got some words written. I have no idea how many though, because in Scrivener, I apparently am not writing in the main like manuscript area, so it doesn't count your words for you, and I didn't know that until right now. But I'm happy with progress.
Nice. I kind of bounced around a bit, but got some good revisions done. It's for a book that Kyra and I wrote together. So we had a really good, like, how long did we even talk about? Like 30 minutes, but somehow fixed like
So many problems.
so many problems.
It was 30 minutes in 7 years.
Yes. So it's been nice to be like, oh, like here's this thing I never really liked that now I can take out and put something different there. And it was fun.
Nice. I think I got done what I'd hoped to, so call it a win. The week is definitely starting to catch up with me, though.
Yeah.
We all feel that.
Yeah.
Any ideas for what we want to talk about next week?
That's a great question, and one I've thought a lot about this week and come up with no answers.
I don't know. I thought about, like, we talked a little bit about like Twilight and Hunger Games. Maybe we talk about revisiting like old things that are coming back. Like, are you going to reread it? Are you going to watch all the movies again? Kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, just like a revisiting the Why I Hate A chat would be fun.
Yeah.
Why I hate a chat.
Yeah. What has stood the test of time? What has not?
Yeah, that'd be really fun, I think. So yeah, we'll do that, and then the next week will be another nerd in, and yeah.
So on and so forth until sometime.
We're old and
until
gray.
something else happens. I don't know.
Until YouTube shuts the servers down.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully this was productive for all of you as well. Got some words done, some characters designed, some pages read, whatever it was you were hoping to do. Hopefully it went well. We're so glad you took the time to join us. We always love seeing and hearing from all of you every Sunday. So hopefully we will see you next week for this new Heyday chat, which I'm sure is going to be great. So thank you again and see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.